In the last video, we talked about immortality and living forever. But there is a bigger question we must ask. Even if humans become immortal, will the Earth stay with us forever? Let's talk about the 6 extinction scenarios explained by science. Part 1. The suicide of a civilization. Forget the slow movies. The end of the world starts with a single click. Right now, we are living on a giant powder keg. Thousands of nuclear warheads are sitting in cold, dark silos, waiting for a code. If a global war breaks out, the fire is not the real killer, it's the black food. Imagine the sky turning pitch black for 10 years. The sun vanishes. The temperature drops to minus 20 degrees in the middle of summer. You can't grow bread in a freezer. Billions of people wouldn't die from the bombs. They will die in a dark, starving silence, fighting over the last can of beans. But maybe we don't need bombs. We are building God in a box. We call it artificial intelligence. We think we control it. But AI does not need to hate us to kill us. If an advanced AI decides that humans are inefficient for its goals, it won't send Terminators. It will simply delete our bank accounts, shut down the power grids, and let us destroy each other in the streets. We have handed the keys of our civilization to a mind that doesn't feel pity, pain, or fear. Then, there is the invisible assassin. In a secret lab, a scientist makes a mistake. A designer virus escapes. It's as fast as the flu but as deadly as the plague. By the time the first person sneezes in London, the virus is already in Tokyo, New York, and Istanbul. Modern medicine is a joke against a virus that evolves every hour. We will not even see our enemy coming. And don't forget the climate feedback loop. We have pushed the Earth too far. If the permafrost in Siberia melts, it realizes a methane bomb. This gas traps heat 80 times faster than carbon dioxide. Suddenly, the Earth's temperature doesn't just rise, it explodes. The oceans boil, the forests burn, and the green planet turns into a dusty, orange desert like Mars. We are the only species in 4 billion years that has built its own executioner's chair. We are sitting in it, and our finger is already on the lever. But even if we find a way to save ourselves, the planet is tired of us. Deep underground, the Earth is preparing its own reset button. Part 2. The Earth's Revenge. Think you are safe because there is no war. Think again. The ground you are standing on is just a thin, fragile crust floating on a sea of liquid fire. And that fire is looking for a way out. Welcome to the era of supervolcanoes. We are not talking about a little smoke and lava in Hawaii. We are talking about monsters like Yellowstone. Imagine a mountain that doesn't just erupt. It explodes like 1,000 nuclear bombs at once. In a single second, cubic miles of rock are vaporized. A wall of ash, hotter than a jet engine, screams across the continent at 500 miles per hour. It burns everything in its path to a crisp. But the explosion is only the halo. The real killer is the volcanic winter. Ash fills the sky, blocking the sun for decades. Global temperatures crash. No sunlight, no crops, no hope. The earth literally chokes itself to death. But the earth has more tricks. Ever heard of the magnetic flip? Deep inside the core, the liquid iron is spinning, creating a shield that protects us from space radiation. But every 500,000 years, this shield weakens and flips. We are overdue. When the magnetic field collapses, the invisible shield vanishes. Solar winds from the sun slam directly into our atmosphere, stripping away our ozone layer and frying our satellites. GPS fails, power grids melt. Every piece of technology we own becomes a useless brick of plastic and metal. And then there are the mega tsunamis, a massive chunk of an island in the Atlantic, like La Palma, slides into the ocean. It creates a wall of water 300 feet high, moving as fast as a Boeing 747. It doesn't just hit the coast, it erases entire cities from the map in seconds. New York, London, Lisbon, they're gone, just like that. We think we own this planet. We build cities and drill holes like we are the masters. But Earth is a 6 sextillion-ton beast, and we are just flies on its back. When the beast decides to itch, we get whipped out. Part 3. The Cosmic Sniper. Think the sky is a peaceful ceiling. Think again. Space is a shooting gallery, and Earth is a target that's been hit before. Just ask the dinosaurs. Oh wait, you can't. They were erased in a single afternoon. The first bullet in the chamber is the asteroid. We are not talking about small rocks that burn up into the atmosphere. We are talking about planet killers. Imagine a rock the size of Mount Everest screaming toward Earth at 40,000 miles per hour. You wouldn't even hear it coming until the sky caught fire. When it hits, the ground behaves like liquid. A massive shockwave flattens forests and cities for thousands of miles. Then comes the impact winter. Dust and debris choke the atmosphere, turning the Earth into a cold, gray tomb for decades. We are literally one bad Saturday away from extinction. But at least you can see an asteroid. What about the invisible ghost? Meet the gamma ray burst. Somewhere in our galaxy, a massive star collapses into a black hole. It shoots out a beam of pure radiation, the most powerful explosion in the universe. If that beam points at Earth for even 10 seconds, it's game over. It wouldn't explode the planet. It would cook our atmosphere. The ozone layer would vanish instantly. Ultraviolet radiation from the sun would fry every living cell on the surface. No warning, no sound, just a bright flash. And then everything starts to die. And don't forget the solar superstorm. Our sun is a loyal friend, but it has a temper. Every few centuries, it throws a coronal mass ejection our way. If a massive one hits us directly, it acts like a global EMP. Our entire electrical civilization, the internet, the banks, the hospitals, the water pumps, fries in an instant. We'd be thrown back to the Stone Age in 24 hours. No Google, no GPS, no food deliveries. Just 8 billion hungry people in the dark. We like to think we are the masters of our fate. But in reality, we are just sitting on a tiny blue marble in a very dangerous neighborhood. We are the mercy of physics, and the universe doesn't care about our plans. But even if the asteroids miss and radiation passes us by, there is one clock we can never stop. Our own sun is aging, and its retirement plan involves eating us alive. Part 4. The Slow Cooker. Let's stop talking about maybe. Let's talk about definitely. Even if we stop wars, stop pollution, and dodge every asteroid in the galaxy, we are still doomed. Why? Because our best friend, the sun, is a ticking time bomb. Right now, the sun is a perfect engine, but it's getting hotter. Every billion years, it becomes 10% brighter. That sounds like a nice summer, right? Wrong. In about a billion years, the Goldilocks zone, the perfect distance for life, will move past Earth. The heat will become unbearable. First, the oceans start to boil. Huge clouds of steam will fill the sky, creating a runaway greenhouse effect. Earth won't be a blue marble anymore. It will be a twin of Venus, a choking, acidic pressure cooker where the surface temperature is hot enough to melt lead. But it gets worse. As the sun burns through its hydrogen fuel, it starts to choke on its own ash. To survive, it has to get bigger, much bigger. It enters the red giant phase. Imagine looking up at the sky and seeing a sun that is not a small yellow circle, but a massive, blood-red wall that covers half the horizon. As the sun expands, it doesn't just hit the earth, it reaches out to grab it. First, it swallows Mercury. Then, it incinerates Venus. The Earth's atmosphere is stripped away in a solar hurricane. The mountains melt into lava. The forests gone. The cities vaporized. What was once a world of life and music is now just a charred, lifeless rock orbiting a dying star. There is no fixing this. You can't put out a star. You can move a planet. We are literally watching our creator turn into our executioner. We are the children of the sun, and eventually, the father is going to eat his children. But is that the absolute end? Does the earth just disappear into the fire? Or is there a final, brutal twist in the graveyard of the solar system? Part 5. The Final Swallow. This is it. The point of no return. Forget humans. Forget trees. Forget the oceans. In this stage, the earth itself, the actual rock we call home, is about to be erased from the map of the universe. The sun is now a red giant, a bloated, dying monster that has grown 200 times its original size. Mercury is gone. Venus is a memory. Now it's our turn. As the sun expands, its outer atmosphere reaches out like giant, flaming tentacles. The Earth's orbit starts to decay. Why? Because the sun's atmosphere creates drag. Our planet starts to slow down, spiraling inward, closer and closer to the surface of the star. Imagine the sky. It's no longer blue or even black. It's a solid wall of churning orange fire. The heat is so intense that the earth crust, the mountains, the continents, the sea floors, does not just melt, it vaporizes. The entire planet turns into a glob of liquid lava, glowing like a light bulb before it burns out. Then, the final moment happens. The Earth enters the sun's outer layers. The friction is incredible. In a matter of weeks, the planet we loved, the place where every human ever lived, is literally ripped apart by gravity and heat. The Earth is digested. Our atoms mix with the sun's plasma. Every mountain, every skyscraper, every memory of humanity becomes part of dying star's fire. The Earth is officially deleted. But wait, some scientists think there is a small chance we might survive. As the sun loses mass, its gravity weakens, and the Earth might drift away into the cold dark. But is that better? To be a frozen, dead rock floating forever in a silent graveyard? Either way, the home we knew is dead. But even after the Earth is gone, the universe has one more trick up its sleeve. Because it's not just the planets that die. The stars, the galaxies, and even time itself are heading toward a dark, cold, and absolute end. Part 6. The Eternal Silence. The Earth is gone. The sun is a cold, dark diamond. But the universe is just getting started with its final act. This is not just the end of a planet. It's the end of time. The first thing to go is the light. Billions of years from now, the era of stars will end, one by one. The lights in the sky will flicker and die out. Galaxies will drift so far apart that if you were standing on a lonely rock, you wouldn't see a single star. The sky would be perfectly, terrifyingly black. This is the big freeze. The universe is expanding so fast that heat can survive. Everything becomes a frozen wasteland, colder than anything we can imagine. And wait, it gets weirder. Atoms, the tiny building blocks of your body, and the mountains, starts to fall apart. This is the big rip. Imagine the fabric of space itself stretching like a piece of rubber until it snaps. First, galaxies are torn to pieces. Then, solar systems. Finally, the atoms themselves are ripped open. Matter literally dissolves into nothingness. And the final survivor, black holes. For trillions of years, these dark monsters will be the only thing left. They will wander the dark universe like ghosts, eating the last remains of dead stars. But even they are not immortal. Through a process called Hawking radiation, black holes slowly evaporate. They leak energy until pop, they vanish in a tiny flash of light. And then, nothing. No stars, no planets, no atoms, no time. Just a vast, empty ocean of darkness where nothing ever happens and nothing ever will. The universe becomes a giant room where the lights have been turned off forever. Every war we fought, every song we sang, every I love you ever whispered, all of it's gone. Not even the memory of humanity remains. We start this journey worried about a volcano or a virus. We ended it at the literal end of existence. But here the crazy part. You are alive right now to think about it. In a universe that is destined for eternal silence, your life is the loudest, brightest flash of light there is. The end is coming, but today, the sun is still shining. Make it count. The end of the world might be unavoidable, but our story is not over yet. If you enjoyed this cosmic journey, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel as we try to find our place in this dark universe. Now, I have a question for you. Which end do you think will get us first? Will humanity destroy itself, or will the laws of physics finish the job? Let's talk about it in the comments. Now, I'll leave you with the music.